morning, everybody. It's Paul Neese with the Real Life Health Show. I'm so excited. I just got back from being away, and my friend John is at the house. He just put in a great water filter. I spent a lot of money on his filter because I want the best, and John is a great little handyman, and he put in this great water filter. He's going to explain to you now. John has a great channel called OK Raw, and he also has another one on YouTube called Growing Your Greens. I checked them both out, but check John out. He's going to talk about the water filter and the importance of clean water and so on. And so check it out now.
All right, thank you, Paul. So this is John Kohler, and today I'm going to talk to you about Paul's filtration system that I helped him install or installed it for him. In every municipality, whether you're getting city water or well water, different waters have different things in it, so you want to cater the filtration that you get to really be effective at what is in your water. So in Paul's case here, what they are doing is, unfortunately, they're adding fluoride because they still think that fluoride is good for your teeth. I don't think that fluoride is good for your teeth, and it's also actually not good for your plants or for us, in that matter, in my opinion. So what we did, we need to get a special filter to take out fluoride, and actually fluoride can be very challenging to remove based on my research. What I've had to do is do some research, and the main things that take out fluoride is basically like reverse osmosis, distillation, or you need a special activated aluma filter that will remove the chloride. So that's what we got for Paul. We got an activated aluma filter that's going to remove the fluoride. But in addition to the fluoride, there's also all kinds of other things in the water, such as chlorine, and now there's people who are flushing their extra drugs down the toilet, so that gets into the water system and all kinds of just stuff. So you want to get a good certified NSF 42 filtration system to remove all those things. So the system we got here was from pwgazette.com. I've used them. Those guys are like experts in water. I'm an expert in juicers and raw foods equipment, but they are experts in water and they know what they're doing, so I would definitely trust them. So to make water filtration more easy, we added a spigot up top that does all the filtered water. The filtration system is down below. We'll show you that in a second. So Paul can have his normal water running here that's unfiltered, and then on this one, it's filtered. So one of the funny things is people buy all this organic produce and then they turn on their tap to wash it, and what they don't know is out of their tap, there's chlorine, maybe fluoride depending on your area, and other toxins in your water that probably aren't allowed in organic production, but then you're washing your organic produce in toxic water. So I really encourage people to get a filtration system to not only drink from, but also to just wash your produce. So in my house, I have a whole house system that filters all the water coming into the house out of this faucet, and then in addition I have actually two spigots in my kitchen to filter the water. One's reverse osmosis, and then one's just standard filtered water, so I can choose which one I like. The RO water, reverse osmosis, does not contain the minerals, much like the distilled water, and there's debates on whether distilled or RO or filtered water is better. I would tend to think that a good filtered water is probably the best. It's the most natural in my opinion. So this is the water. You can just turn that on. Fluoride and chlorine free there. It actually tastes much better. So I'm happy I could do that for Paul. It was very easy to install. It took me under 2 hours to install it. If you're not that handy, if you're pretty handy, you could do it yourself. But if not, you could hire a plumber to do it. And I encourage everybody to get one that mounts separate, because they do have the ones you can press a little button and stuff, and maybe if you're renting, you'd have to do that because you can't really drill holes through your countertop. So if you own your home, there's no reason why you shouldn't have an external faucet at your sink for drinking water quality, because you know what? Bottled waters are just so silly. So hopefully if you own your own home or can make holes in your countertop, you should have an extra spigot to make drinking water easy. All I have to do is turn this on and I can start drinking. And I want to talk about the environmental impacts of plastics and buying plastic bottles. I often go to even Whole Foods or Costco and see people carting off cases of water. That's just unsustainable. And what you don't know is that in many cases, companies are just bottling city water that they filter. So why not filter yourself and save? Bottled water, if you calculate it up, sometimes it's like $5 to $7 a gallon. We only pay like $3 right now a gallon for gas, but you're paying a lot more for your bottled water, which you have free and clear if you filtered it and made it good. And the environmental impact of the plastic is terrible. This is winding up on beaches all over the world. I've heard that less than 20% of plastic bottles are actually recycled. That's really bad. And what you also don't know is, some plastic bottles contain BPA, which we know is not good, but there's also a lot of other plasticizers and chemicals and toxins in plastic because plastic is basically made out of oil. And there's places that make the plastic and, you know, they basically pollute the environment in the process of making it, plus they pollute the environment because they're usually not recycled either. So let's throw away our bottles and not use them and get a water filter in your house. So I'm glad I could do this for Paul, and we'll see you next time.
Alright everybody, there it was. I recommend everyone drink a lot of water, but make sure it's somewhat clean. People always ask me what type of water is better than others. Well, as long as it's filtered, you know, whatever you think is best is going to do. But make sure it's filtered. And I'm happy now I got a good filter, so I'm going to go drink some water. Have a great day and a great raw life.
This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life. Brighton. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life. Brighton.